Hi everybody, it is January 15th here in Utah, and it snowed today, so I just finished moving the snow. Uh, Once again, this little LS tractor, worth every penny when it comes to moving snow and things like that. Can't beat it. Um, I will say that we've had some issues. For example, the hood latch broke. I've ordered another one, but go figure, the hood latch. Yeah, of all the parts that could break. Anyway, so we got to replace that. Right now it's held down by tie wire, and that seems to be working at the moment, but I have ordered a new latch. Like I said, silly little things on this LS tractor break. I don't get it, but I guess they just don't make them like they used to. Anyhow, yeah, so we got all the snow moved. I actually want to talk about our pasture. So we have a pasture that's approximately 285 feet by 500 feet. We've grown three-way on it the last couple of years. It's done well. I think we got, if I remember right, 150 bells off of it. The small bells, the small square bells, I guess I should say. Which actually I feel is pretty good, because the year before we only got, I think it was 90 bells. And so we hauled in manure, we tilled it in, all of that. It got watered as much as we could because we had a water shortage this year, or this last year. And so, yeah, I felt pretty good about that improvement. But I was doing some research and reading and watching YouTube videos. There's actually one by a gentleman named Gabe Brown. I believe he's in South or North Dakota. I can't remember which. But he talks for about an hour about regenerative pastures and how he plants them and things like that. It's actually a really interesting video. If you got a chance to watch it, watch it. But we're going to give it a shot this next year. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that section and we're going to divide it up into 100-foot increments by 285 feet, and then we're going to use electrical fence to basically make smaller little pastures and move the animals around on them. We're just going to test it, see if it works. I believe it will. So we're going to try it out. Some of the ground, I'm going to say, is not the best ground, and it still needs a lot of work, but we figure if we can break it up and get it planted into pasture grass, or I'm thinking we're going to do a mix of probably 7 or 8, maybe 9 different types of grass and plants, and just see what we can get our hands on. And then we're going to start grazing it and kind of do like a no-till type of a scenario. Anyway, yeah, so that should be kind of interesting to watch. I'm curious to see what it does over the next year, and I mean in the future for that matter, but or even further into the future. But yeah, we're kind of curious. Let me jump out of the tractor real quick, and I will kind of show you the area that we're going to do, and we'll continue on from there. Okay, we're back. Basically, this fence here has to come out. I think I've showed that to you before. We're going to move it out here about 50 feet to get our 500 feet, and that'll actually help with the watering because that fence is right where the sprinkler line should go. Anyway, and so this area here, all the way up to the neighbor's trees over there, is the area that we've been farming for the last 2 years. We've gotten all the rocks out, well, the big rocks, and moved them. Here, I'll show you. We have moved them back here into the back section. We still have a lot of work to do on this back section. We're hoping to get it planted into hay this year. We may just do the three-way back here, but we've been hauling in manure and pulling the rocks out, tilling, trying to get rid of all the crap that was in it. And so we're hoping to get it producing this year. Now, when I say rocks, I'm going to tell you all that I have been working my little excavator like you wouldn't believe, because these are the rocks that we've been pulling out. Now, I don't know about you guys, but it is awful hard to farm on top of rocks like that and that. They are, some of them are just massive. Anyway, they have been a real nuisance, and I don't want to tear up equipment, so I was removing them. So yeah, this field here used to be nothing but rocks, and we've got it to where we think we're going to be able to plant it in the spring. So, getting back to this field over here. Just a second. Everyone can say hello to Bruiser. We call him Bruiser because he runs into everything, and you can't really see him that well. There he is. Anyway, this is the 3-way hay that we grew this year. This has been snowed on because it's in the feeder. Bruiser hasn't eaten it yet, but it's pretty good stuff. I also fed him some vegetables the other day, and he's eaten most of them. But, so, like I said, this fence is going to come out, it's going to move. And this area here that we have been tilling and mixing in manure and just getting the rocks out, things like that, is going to be broken up. I'm thinking 10 or 15, more likely 15 little sections that we can graze the animals on for approximately 2 to 3 days and move them to another section. And then hopefully they won't be on the same section for another 30 days. And we'll water and do what we need to do to get it to grow. But that's what we're thinking. Now the well house is out there, and we'll have to monkey with that and figure out where we want to put the fence. But it'll go all the way out to the main road out in front of our place, and hopefully it'll work. But time will tell, and you'll all get to see how it goes, and if it goes as well as I hope it will, we'll hopefully be able to put a lot more animals out here. So there you go. You can see the end of the driveway there. That's basically it. Yeah. And then I'm actually looking at the research into no-till gardening, so you wouldn't rototill or anything like that. And we'll see how that goes. We're probably gonna put a greenhouse right here on the other side of this fence. I don't know if that'll happen this year or not, but I'd like it to, and we'll continue from there. But that's about it. Hopefully this is gonna work. I'd like to get a lot more animals going and have them live a happy, healthy life. So that's kind of what we're thinking, and I guess that's it for this week, because there's just not a whole lot going on right now other than moving snow, and I'm not a big fan of building fences in the snow, so we'll start when the snow stops. All right, well, have a good one, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.